Welcome back everyone, my name is Eltimar and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. Where we left off last time, we were in this room, this murder room. We're going to clear the basin note. And now we have a anti-corruption thing. We're actually going to have to rest here, I think. We are out of spells, we're basically out of healing in general. This said, the ancient fount once sanctified water for church rituals, but demons have befouled it by filling the basin with human intestines. Its holy power might return should someone cleanse this place. We did a remarkable job cleaning it up, though. Like, that is like Biohazard Cleaning Company good. Anyways, we're gonna save because we did all things. We're gonna rest. We're gonna lose our haste. It's gonna be very sad. One of the saddest moments of our entire playthrough of the Grey Garrison is losing our haste spell, but let's quickly go through our actual spells, because I'm pretty sure we have actual other spells that we can throw into here, like more hastes. See, invisibility is also good, but we're not going to bother, and everyone else is just spells per day, so we don't really have to worry about any of them, which is kind of interesting. Alright, let's now heal, or rest up. We only really had a couple spells to add in. I think we only have like 2-ish encounters left in this entire place. It makes me sad that we're going to lose all of our sweet stuff, though. We had a hearty meal. Everything's all good. We still need to heal a bunch, but we have lots of spells now. Let's do one quick channel. See where that puts us. Okay, that's pretty good. And we'll blast him with a key or moderate for now. That's good enough. Alright. We are going to save and then head out to the hallway. Now we're so slow comparatively to before. Makes me sad.
Why did you drag me here, you wench? To mock me one last time? Go on, finish me! Drink my blood, devour my soul! Just get on with it. Let me die at last.
Staunton lies on the floor, wounded and glaring at Minagho, with loathing as she leans over him. Struggling to speak through his cut lips, the dwarf rasps the stuff he just rasped.
Staunton, light of my life, don't be so silly. I could never hurt you. I brought you away from the battle to save you. My love, you don't belong in this grubby city where everyone hates you. Come away with me. You know I have always loved you.
The Lilitu caresses his face, and the soft glow of a healing spell closes his wounds.
You lying filth! You have the gall to say that to my face? But it was you. It was all you. You're the reason I lost everything. You're the reason why everyone despises me!
So it was me who brought shame upon you in front of the people you called friends? It was me who mocked you year after year, spat on you, forced you to do dirty, demeaning work like you were a drudge, and not the bravest of knights. No, it was all of them. The Crusaders and their witless queen. If you remember the day Dresden fell, I asked you to be its new ruler. You refused, of course, you and your principles. But look what's become of you.
They talk about love, but they are really talking about a terrible disaster, like an earthquake, or a hurricane, or a shipwreck.
I see.
Perhaps there is another kind of love. But in my experience of love, if it doesn't feel like you've been through a shipwreck, then it's not worthy of the name.
If love is like a shipwreck, which part do you play? The rocks or the ship that gets dashed against them?
I sense the trap in your question. I take it you cast me in the role of the ship? You think I am doomed to be dashed against the rocks? And who will play the lucky rocks, I wonder? But to answer your question, I see myself as the wind. All this drama is beneath me.
Darren looks straight at us.
I'm sorry to say that there is truth in the demon's words. The Crusaders really have treated him terribly. I say this as a criminal who has been forgiven by other knights of Iomade. But like all demons, she has built a mountain of lies and deception upon this one grain of truth.
My offer still stands. Come away from here, my love. You will rule Dresden as a king, and I will be your queen.
You make a great couple, the eyeless queen and the brainless king.
See? Your life is one big joke to these ungrateful swine. They'll mock you either way, whether you're miserable and alone, or happy with me.
I've heard people laugh at their own troubles, and their troubles went away. I've heard people laugh at the troubles of others, and it made them so much worse. Please, don't laugh at the girl with no eyes. It makes her very, very sad.
I'm sorry, Ember. Staunton gets to his feet and looks at the eyeless Lilitu with a strange expression on his face. A mountain would sooner weep than this grim dwarf, but tears now well in his eyes.
Dearest, it's all right. I'm here. We'll never be parted again. Let's go. Come.
Get back! Ah!
Grasping his weapon, Staunton slashes at Minagho's eyeless face and, with surprising agility for one of his stature, flees up the stairs.
Curses! Ugh. Stubborn as a mule. Never mind, my pet. Never mind. You won't get far. You will kiss this scratch and beg for forgiveness. You will be mine. Wholly, eternally, and willingly.
The Lilitu runs a hand over her face, staining her delicate fingers with blood. And she vanished. Alright, so, upstairs we go. I think this is pretty much... I think we have one more fight, maybe? Let's take a quick look at the loot we may have missed. I don't think we missed... Oh, we missed some very important scythes and daggers. But otherwise, I think we did a pretty good job. Are these masterwork ones? No, they're just not... Ah, screw it. We'll take them anyways, just in case. Also, we have... Ooh, we're very close to being encumbered. It's fine. I think we're now heavily encumbered. We need to throw out something. I will. Just give me a sec here. Is there a fight at the top of the stairs? I probably should have remembered that prior to picking up all the stuff and making ourselves heavily encumbered. It'll be fine. Yeah, this is all good. Alright, we're gonna throw out the shields. Oh, no, it's a masterwork shield. We're not gonna throw out that shield. Let's just throw out, like, the faux shard. It's 10 pounds. That puts us under the weight limit. It's worth, like, 4 gold or something. Yeah, barely worth anything. There's the Minotaur. I remember this being kind of an annoying fight. Well, let's let it come to us first. And, do we want to do a bless? Yeah, why not? We can't hurt. Oh, great. Well, let's put our horse in the way. Well, it didn't die, I guess, technically. It did take a serious hit, though. And we missed our attack.
Cover me, all right?
We did a pretty good attack there. We aren't gonna haste, I don't think, yet.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
This is less than good. I don't know who he's gonna hit, which is the problem. Well, let's see what happens.
I shall survive this ordeal.
Everyone's fine.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
We are not hitting this thing, though, which is a little worrying.
Mind
We may actually need to use buffs.
So it comes to this.
Almost dead. We could just do like a Searing Ray and hopefully kill it. But of course we missed. Why would we want to hit with a 4 to hit? And it gets to go next, doesn't it? I don't think we're going to survive this next round. We definitely are not. Okay. Well. Maybe we do a couple different buff spells on this. First of all, we need Seela on our mount. I forgot that she got unmounted at the beginning of our rest. I really wish mount just put your people back to where they were. Like, if you're mounted when you go to bed, you should be mounted when you wake up unless you're interrupted while sleeping. That just makes sense to me.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
Alright, well, we only have a couple fights left, and then we're going to haste, I think, for this particular one. And, yeah. And bless.
Oh, skip the pleasant.
Give me bless. Okay. I don't like how he, gets to go first. Or at least he can't be charged, countercharged. Ooh, this is gonna be bad. He's gonna charge someone. Oh, there's. Yeah. He's gonna charge someone straight up. And we don't have much we can do about it. We could heal, I guess. Smite, good. Okay. That wasn't as bad as it could have been. Let's get Protective Luck. Cackle. Delay him. Miss every single attack. Good. Miss all those attacks. Move up here.
Cover me, all right?
Sneak attack. We can try Blinding Ray. They failed to overcome a spell resistance. Okay. Well, we tried. No one died. People got hit pretty hard, but we're gonna put Protective Luck on you. Cackle. A couple hits would be nice, like more than one. That was awful.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
We might need more buffs than I initially assumed. I thought we could get a ray without like a displacement or even blurs, but that is not happening here. This Duradnu is killing the hell out of us. Well, no one's dead, so it's possible we can still win. 6 damage? Lame. Alright. And all those missed.
Distract them for me.
That all missed. Of course it did. And I can just heal, I guess. And there's our main character dead. What is that? He just uses cleave over and over again. Wonder what his plus to hit is. At least they're quick encounters, because, I mean, it's only one enemy, and if we don't win before he kills us, that's it. But what's his to hit bonus? Because he is hitting us every single attempt. Alright, so there we go. Plus 19 to hit, so he's basically hitting all the time. Yeah, there's really nothing we're going to be able to do about the hits. Okay, so we're going to grab at least one blur. And second blur. Okay, now we can try to go in. One more try here. Let him come in first, of course, so we can hit him. And we can get a blur on maybe night. Do we have one on Sela or Nightmare? We have one on Sela. Let's get one on Nightmare. Delay. Delay. Protective Luck, even though it hasn't worked out because it's his to hit is too high. Move back. Delay. I don't know why I delayed until then. I mean, actually delayed until like here. Here it comes. He's got Smite good. We should put Freebooter's Bane on him too. Delay for a second. Might as well just top up everyone. And move back. Freebooter's Bane. Miss all of our attacks.
Cover me, all right?
We got a hit there. That's nice. Can we get into Vital Strike range? We can. 25 damage isn't really enough damage, but should keep us alive one round. We can try and Blinding Ray him again. We got... Did we get blind on him? We did hit him and we overcame his spell resistance. He does appear to be blinded. He's dazzled. Which is not blind. I don't know if he can be blinded. Maybe he's immune. Put that on. Cackle. This is gonna hurt. Oh, he missed. Oh my god, he finally missed an attack.
Out of my sight.
That's the first time it's happened. Alright, let's
No glory
go for some decent hits here.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Our rolls are just the worst.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
So close. That's okay, we'll maybe kill him next round. Sela. Cackle. He did hit us, but not as badly.
I will see to your demise.
Into the fray!
There we go. Alright. That was rougher than I anticipated. And we need to throw something out, because we are now heavily encumbered again. What is heavy and isn't worth a whole lot? This normal great axe. Sold. Done. Let's go. And we go across. Alright, we finally get to pick a thing. Oh, this is there's an event here that we need to do properly, and I can't remember
good, aren't I?
what it is. So we're gonna come up to here. Sorry for the quick pause there. Let's get this started. Upon entering the chamber where the vanquished wardstone resides, the Crusaders could have expected many things. An ambush, deadly spells, or horde of enemies. But not an empty hall, still and silent, with no Minagho or her henchmen, only the obelisk and glimmers of light dancing on the dirty floor. But then again, all is not as placid as it seems. Eltimar once again hears the seething choir. This time the voices sound louder, more insistent. One step, another, and suddenly Eltimar sees the wardstone not as it was a moment ago, but somehow completely different. It is no monolith emanating light, it's a cage made of pure energy. The place where Discari struck looks like a festering wound from which tendrils of dirty red and purple darkness creep through the entire artifact. And there inside, two hosts of flaming warriors are locked in battle. One side is light, the other blood red, but they are all waiting. For what? Hearken into the Light Warriors' words. The Light Warriors speak of duty, service, and sacrifices made. Their words reveal the truth of the wardstone. Each one contains a host of angels, volunteers from heaven who committed to this indefinite imprisonment in order to guard mortal kind from the demonic threat. They make no complaint, they ask no easing of their burden. If the goddess and her herald offered them the same choice again, they would consider it the ultimate honor to sacrifice their freedom for the cause. The angels know Discari's evil plan, and when the last of the Light Warriors falls, the wardstone will become a deadly explosive that will destroy everything around it. And the other obelisks in the chain will meet the same fate. The Light Warriors pray for help, they plead for someone to strike down their brethren. Those who succumb to the demonic corruption are already beyond salvation, but if they are stopped, it will allow the wardstone to heal and the light host to continue its duty. The crystal chisel discovered in the ruins of Kyrieru is the ideal weapon for this task. It will cut out the corruption along with those who have succumbed to it, and restore the wardstone's full power. The eyes of the Aeon, until now slumbering peacefully in the hero's soul, awaken. They urge the hero to look upon the wardstone through them. The Aeon's eyes wish to see. Hearken unto the Red Warriors' words. The Red Warriors speak of pain and lies and disillusionment. Their words reveal the truth of the wardstones. The barrier surrounding the world wound was built on the bondage and suffering of countless angels. Every injury dealt to the wardstone, these angels experience as a physical agony. The pain is driving them insane. Deceived by the hollow platitudes about duty and service, they suffer torment day after day for the sake of ungrateful mortals who do not even know their names. Enough. The Red Warriors know that their blades, now turned against their former brethren, hasten the triumph of Discari and his servants. Once the wardstone has been wholly conquered by corruption, it will become a deadly weapon under the demon's control. Some of the obelisk's prisoners beg for freedom, while others only pray for death. But they all agree that this existence is unendurable. The crystal chisel discovered in the ruins of Kyrieru is the perfect weapon for a massacre. It cannot force open the door for those who wish to escape, but it can destroy the wardstone, along with all of its prisoners, willing and unwilling. None will be able to claim victory, but all will be gifted a merciful death that will end their suffering once and for all. Look upon the angels with the Aeon's eyes. The eyes of the Aeon pierce through essence, matter, and time, and reveal the truth of the wardstones. The stones are just as much a perversion as the world wound itself. The demons are not of this plane, but this did not give Iomedae and her herald license to disrupt the balance still further. By imprisoning untold numbers of angels in stone, a crime committed in the name of good does not offset those committed in the name of evil. It only multiplies the harm done to the cosmic order. We make a decision. We are going to... Actually, there it is, the fate of two angelic hosts, faithful and fallen, and the fate of Kyrieru, perhaps even all of Mendev, now rests in the hero's hands. How will he proceed? Whatever this crystal chisel may be, its power is great indeed. It can destroy the stone along with all of its inhabitants, or it can mend it by killing the angel defectors within. What it cannot do, alas, is free those who wish to escape and keep the stone intact for those who wish to remain. The Aeon's eyes perceive a solution to the goddess's tinkering, one that will cost no lives. One strike with the crystal chisel at the perfect point, and the stone's magic will be destroyed, and all the angels will go to their rightful place, to heaven or to the planes of chaos and evil. The remnant of the Aeon's power draws all that is left of the Aeon's existence to the hero, urging him to put things right. But somewhere, deep within the hero's soul, the familiar ire seethes, endless rage, unbridled hatred. What will happen if it's unleashed here at the stone? We're going to quell the anger of the Red Warriors by offering them peace. Eltimar addresses the furious Red Warriors, not in words but in his intentions and aspirations. The torment-wearied angels see compassion in him, and also a promise of rest. One day the demons will be driven back. One day the world wound will vanish, like a nightmare chased away by the spring dawn. One day the sky above Kyrieru will once again gleam a dazzling blue. When that day comes, the wardstones will no longer be needed, and the angels' watch will be at an end. Overcome by this vision, the Red Warriors drop their weapons. With bowed heads, they say words of farewell and fall into a deep sleep, one that will not be broken until the day this promise is fulfilled, and they regain their freedom. The injury inflicted by Discari still gleams scarlet within the wardstone, but the spread of corruption has been halted. The obelisk fills with a vital, healing light. The Crusaders succeeded, the angels' battle within the wardstone has ended, and the threat to the entire chain of stones has been eliminated. Of course, this is no guarantees of safety for the future. What happened here can happen again. The Mendevians can no longer rely on Iomede's gift, as they once did. But the danger has passed for now. Unable to bear such a flagrant violation of the laws of reality, the magical eyes of the Aeon fade away for good. We're not doing the Aeon path anyways, so...
Look at them, Suture. They're rejoicing like children. The storm is coming and none of them sees it.
Shall we add to their festivities, my lady? How about a little lightning to burn their flesh?
Oh no, Suture. We'll leave such frolics to Discari's little gnats. We are here for something else. Something I have gratefully anticipated for a long, long time.
The blisteringly vivid memory releases you, and you return from the depths of your past to the present. You feel a fresh breeze on your face. The energy expelled from the wardstone has blown the roof off the Grey Garrison. Then we get our fancy new power. But first we have to win a very difficult fight against Minagho, and you may think that it's not that hard to get sweet powers. Yes, but on hard it sucks. The wardstone's energy suffuses you, and through you flows into your allies.
Whoa, what the... Ah!
What are you doing here? How? Ah, I see. Tricks from your pathetic goddess. So even Iomedae will resort to dirty tricks when you have her cornered. Don't celebrate yet, mortal. There's no one to hide you from me now.
How did Minagho get here? She doesn't rush into the chamber. She has been here the whole time. But some unknown spell has stopped you and your enemies from seeing each other.
Look, you're already wounded. Pathetic mortal. I'll have no trouble finishing you off now. You'll die anyway.
Oops, shoot. Not my meant to hit. Looking down, you notice that the wound on your chest has opened up again and is bleeding. as if you were hit by a sword, but there is no pain. All you feel is power filling you. Right before your eyes, the edges of the wound start to join and heal until it closes fully. Minagho's face twists in frustration. The demoness looks formidable with her entourage around her, but her threats ring hollow to you now. You look at her and feel like a titan looking at an ant. Overwhelming, all-conquering power fills you. What, that little demoness? Those irritating hordes of the abyss? The gods themselves are your only equals now. Oh, we're gonna have some fun. Well, fun for me. I don't know about you.
Demons love having fun at others' expense. It would be only fair if we had a little fun at yours.
We'll see who's having more fun when I've got my claws in you.
I'm gonna have to pause here. I think there's construction going on outside. There's a very loud banging sound. Hang tight, I'll be right back. Alrighty, the sound has died out a little bit. They are demolishing a building across the street from me, which
Your
is...
goddess sent you to die. You think that's a victory? All you've done is postpone the deaths of all the other mortals. And not even for very long. But your wait for death is over. You won't see what I'm going to do to your little friends, because I'm going to kill you right now.
It's kind of annoying that there's such a massive construction project going across the street. But you know what? You live in the city, that's kind of what you expect, so I'm not too concerned.
Cover me, all right?
We're gonna kill the Vrock first. I do not care about any of the other ones. That is kind of annoying, actually. Some of our people got hit by that exhaustion thing, but not... Actually, only Ember, it looks like. Huh. Okay. Aww. I was really hoping our group was going to get to go before that stunning screech for this exact reason. Now we have no turns, although I guess we have this one. That did not work as well as I planned. Okay, here we go. Nope. Yes. Let's get haste going. Woljif is down. He's gonna die. And Phantasmal Putrefaction came out, and I think we die. Although Woljif is having a hard time dying, which is kind of nice, actually.
I can't die now. I'm not nearly rich enough.
There we go. One Vrock dead. How did we miss? We only needed a 2. We have the worst luck in the world.
Thank you.
Alright. We do have haste on, that's kind of nice. Those are some pretty hefty, Woljif is down again. Do we just shoot? No. I guess Seela's down. That Murack is annoying. And Woljif is dead, so we should probably redo this. Keep Woljif alive. We have the worst initiative rolls. If we could have just gone before the Vrock, we probably would have been okay. I mean, the Putrefaction does suck. There's not a lot we can do about that, unfortunately, but... I wonder if we can haste before the battle and all these other small buffs that we should probably do.
Rely on me.
I need...
Also, how is our main character so hurt? Let's just chug some potions here.
I'm always
And maybe
open to ideas.
do a quick heal.
It's not ending
So he's
just yet.
restless.
Okay, what else can we put on initially? Maybe we can haste beforehand too.
Favorite aid.
And put displacement on someone as well. All these things are things we can do. Whether it's going to stay up or not, who knows? Probably not. Alright, let's see what happens. Just gonna go through all those. Unfortunately, we have to watch this cutscene again, which is kind of annoying. I'll just keep hitting spacebar and hope that goes faster. This is something that game developers keep doing when you're gonna have a big fight, even if it's meant to be kind of easy, where you have a game that has difficulty curves, like hard modes, and you could end up doing a bunch of attempts on the same fight. Don't put a huge cutscene in front of it. It just makes it very annoying to try and get back to the fight, because you have to rewatch the same cutscene 800 times. Do a cutscene, and then do an autosave after that. Especially here of a game like this one, where you can have multiple autosaves. You can have like 10 autosaves if you want, or just put like 4 autosaves. That way you only have to watch this once. And then you can load the autosave and be like, okay, here's my next attempt on the fight. That's really what it should be. That's just my opinion, as someone who plays a lot of games, and sometimes plays hard modes and stuff that take a lot of time. Some of these videos are like, you guys get cut down versions where you have the successful attempt at the fight. Sometimes I spend like 2 hours getting through cutscenes, just grinding out a fight to try and get it to work properly. Alright, Woljif is up. Wait, we have a surprise round? Well, this is nice. This is a nice start. Unfortunately, I can't do anything special because I can't reach the rock to charge him, but whatever. It actually kind of makes it annoying because I can't really do too much here. That worked out really well, actually. That was nice. Can I charge anyone? I can charge that guy. That Murack is dead. Didn't really matter though. Wasn't a huge victory or anything. Damn it, the rock didn't die. Alright, we can still kill the rock. It's gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, is it? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Maybe. Can we charge him? No. Can we charge anyone? Minagho? I would literally take a charge on... I can 5-foot step in there, I guess, and do a cleave. And, hit, but didn't kill the Babao. Okay. We don't have haste. We have all of our spells back, though, which is interesting. Didn't realize that was going to happen, but here we are. We're going to move in and hit the rock. Then we got to hit Minagho once, too. That was nice. Fireball is irrelevant. Minagho's moved and done whatever she's doing. Our main character can deal with that, I think. Let's go fight Minagho.
Take you.
Let's just do Bone Shaker on her. There's another rock we need to kill, though. And we're stuck. There we go, finally. Don't Stunning Screech. You suck so much. I hate Stunning Screech with a burning passion. That was actually pretty good. Really gotten... We should have maybe put some more combat spells in for her. Woljif can maybe kill it. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a... That was pretty good.
Distract them from me. Time to share your treasures.
We're down. There's Phantasmal Putrefaction, which is really bad for us. We just need to get her down enough that she runs away, right? So let's just do that. Try a Bone Grinder on her. Or Bone Shaker. She's so close to death. Alright, Ember. 5-foot step that way. There we go.
How are you doing that? Where is your power coming from?
All traces of Minagho's bravado have disappeared, and now her voice trembles with panic.
Minagho! To me!
Staunton, my darling. I knew you'd come back for me.
Shut it! Get over here now. Get behind me. If you want to finish her off, You'll have to step over my dead body first. Killing me won't be a challenge, I know. But I can last long enough to give her time to escape.
Staunton, don't do this.
Don't do it? And why not?
Also, the dwarf turned his hard eyes on us. You still have a chance to redeem yourself.
Staunton, it's the truth. The Crusaders of Canabras have treated you like dirt. But we would never do that to you. We are your friends.
Shut up! I've been listening to fairy tales about redemption for 70 years! Enough! Not another word!
Staunton clenches his fists. She doesn't love you. Demons don't know how to love.
You think I don't know that demons cannot love? You think this is news to me? I know that lying wench can truly love me. But what of it? Maybe I love her anyway. No matter what. And if I don't, what's it got to do with you?
Staunton's face twists into a sickened grin.
You're hurting yourself, just so she can hurt you even worse later. And all that so you can feel hurt until the day you die. You're awfully silly.
Ember sighs.
I know, girl. But it's too late for me to learn any different. When I die, pour one out for the old fool. Enough talking. Minagho, cast your spells and get out of here. I'll hold him off. Quickly! Before I change my mind.
No, my sweet. I won't abandon you. We'll leave this place together, and we'll go where we can be happy.
Go. Let me finally. God damn it all! Let's go!
Staunton clenches his teeth, swallowing the rest of his words. Panting, he looks between Minagho and you and back again. At last, the dwarf nods. The demon and the traitor vanish in a magical haze. You feel the energy thrumming through your body, and soul start to fade. It doesn't leave you, it hides somewhere deep down, leaving behind a small amount of incredible energy, as well as the understanding that you'll one day master that inconceivably huge power. And now we also have the inevitable fate effect because we did the inevitable excess DLC, but we get to choose our first mythic power. So we're gonna grab, I mean, there's a bunch of fun ones that we can always grab. But I think Bit of Fun's probably going to be our best bet. Yeah. Because of the +3 bonus to all skill checks, that is super duper important. That's once we get to level 2. We get Creative Approach. We're going to go with that one. We also get to take one of these. These are mythic abilities. They're really good, but we need to pick one that's going to be really good for us. There's not a huge amount of them, honestly, that are like super awesome for two-handed fighters, but there are a few that we can go for. So let's take a look at some of the better ones here. Unrelenting Assault could be okay, but it's not going to be really good for us. Thundering Blows can be really, really good if you miss a lot of attacks, which we might end up doing later in the game. Bigger They Are is really good if you are ranged. If you're not, it is worthless. Rupture Restraints, this one can actually be quite good. 3 times per day, you can automatically dispel the effects that make you frightened, dazed, sickened, shaken, staggered, nauseated, stunned, paralyzed, or confused whenever you become affected by those effects. So that can be really powerful against CC. Ranging shots is good for ranged people, obviously. Powerful Shadows is if you are an illusionist and you summon a lot of shadowy thingies. Nenio, actually this is kind of okay for, although Ascendant Element is better for her in nearly every circumstance. So Mythic Charge can be really good if you're doing a lot of charge attacks, which we do. It gives you 1d6 divine damage per mythic rank. Master Shapeshifter, this is part of the build that you can go if you are taking the Kitsune build, where you just kind of sacrifice a couple strength initially, and then you can pick this later on, and you get the +4 to strength, dex, con. It ends up being a huge benefit, but we didn't go that route. Limitless Rage is amazing if you are a person with rage. So any of the barbarian type classes. Interestingly, I think that our Legend playthrough is going to have a rage. Well, maybe not. Maybe let's go Demon Slayer or something like that, because we won't be able to have limitless rage. You lose a lot of your mythic power abilities. I think you can actually keep your first one. So it's possible you can use limitless rage. Maybe you don't. I don't remember how it goes. But anyways, limitless rage, great for barbarians. Magic nullification, also quite good. Activating this ability grants you magic immunity and dispels any spell effects on you. If you don't rely on any magic, which you probably do because everyone relies on magic in this game, you can become immune to it, which is sometimes good. Leading Strike, whenever you hit a target in melee combat, you leave a mark on it. An ally hitting it deals 1d6 in additional divine damage for mythic rank. Consuming the mark, you can only have one mark on a target at a time. Last Stand is truly a top-notch ability, especially on harder difficulties. When things can kill you in one hit, but you can kill things in one hit, sometimes surviving an extra 2 rounds is the only way you're going to win fights. We're probably going to take this. Inspirational Leader is awesome, but you want to give it to one of your companions. Don't take it for yourself unless you have nothing else to spend it on. Exposed Vulnerability is for range attacks. Every third attack with a range attack deals an additional 1d6 per 2 mythic rank divine damage. Ever Ready is actually really good as well. When you make attack of opportunities, you gain a bonus to your attack and damage rolls equal to your mythic rank. The number of attack of opportunities you can make is increased by 2. It's actually a really, really powerful ability. We will be taking it eventually, but not this level, I don't think. And Force Figure, every time you roll a damage an ally, every time you damage an ally, they gain a +2 mythic bonus on attack and damage rolls. So if you smack your own people because of confusion, you can actually make them better. Enduring Spells makes your spells last longer. As long as they last longer than an hour, but shorter than 24 hours, they will last now 24 hours. Emergency Help, 3 times per day as a move action, you can teleport to an ally who has less than 30 hit points, and until the end of the next round, your first healing spell or ability is empowered and maximized. So, yeah, it's good if you're a healer. Elemental Barrage, there's an Elemental Barrage build out there. I don't know exactly what it is, but you can get thousands and thousands of damage a turn with this. Distracting Shots is good for ranged people again. Dimensional Retribution lets you teleport to spellcasters. Whenever you're targeted by an enemy spell, you can just teleport to them as a move action and then beat the hell out of them. Brutality Incarnate, if you use a lot of natural attacks, you can ignore damage reduction. It's really good. Cleaving Shot, when you kill something with a bow or whatever ranged weapon, it does your weapon damage to all other enemies within 10 feet. It's pretty good. Boundless Healing is really great for healers. It gets rid of the upper echelon restrictions on your healing spells, so your lower level healing spells can heal for a lot more. It's kind of nice. Best Jokes, whenever a creature fails to save against Hideous Laughter, another random enemy is also affected by the same spell, and the chain continues as long as the targets continue to fail their saving throws. If you have a really good person with Hideous Laughter, which you shouldn't because that would be weird, but if you do, you can really get it all going. Battle Meditation is an interesting mythic ability I've never used. As a standard action, you can enter a state of battle meditation. You're unable to move, you lose your dex bonus to AC, and you're staggered. But all allies in a 30-foot radius gain morale equal to attack and damage rolls and saving throws against fear effects equal to 1+1 per 3 mythic ranks. So it can be pretty good. I'm gonna pause for 1 sec. I have a cough in my throat. Gotta love those coughs. Well, that hurt. Ascendant Elements makes your summons better. Summons in this game are only... Okay, summons in this game on like normal difficulty or easier are good. You can... Ascendant summons would really help them. They get to beat things up more, and they're actually pretty useful in combat. Anything above normal, though. Summons are there to soak up hits and sometimes use abilities that are useful. Otherwise, they're not hitting anything. Like, at the end of the game, or even like level 18 or so, when you summon Azadas or demons or whatever you summon, they're not going to hit anything. The chance of them hitting anything is 5%. They're going to hit on 20s only. So, giving them extra strength, dex, con, and wisdom and charisma equal to half your mythic rank +1 is not going to matter too much. It's going to change it from hitting from 20 or hitting on 20s to hitting on 20s. They're not going to gain anything from it. So, unless you're playing on low difficulties, ignore that. Ascendant Element is ultra important for any spellcaster using electricity, since almost every demon in the game is immune to electricity. Cold, a lot, surprisingly, of demons are resistant to cold, and anything else you want to do, but electricity, fire, cold, those are the main ones that you're going to want to use it for. Archmage Armor is extremely important for certain builds. If you're going for an armorless Arcane Armor build, it's like the most vital. You get an additional bonus armor equal to your mythic rank, so you can get huge armor spikes using mage armor later on in the game. Because if you think about mage armor, I think it gives 4 AC initially. And if you get to mythic rank 10, well, 9 is sort of like the last usable mythic rank level, because before 10 is so short, it lasts for like 2 encounters. So let's say 9, and then 4 from mage armor is 13 armor class. It's pretty damn good. Always a chance you don't always miss when you roll a 1 on an attack roll. This is actually going to be really important for us too, because we're going to take this, and there's also a trickster thing that lets us do critical hits on 1s. So like I said, we don't need this, because if we're going to get the critical hits on 1, it doesn't matter anyways. Abundant casting, super important for casters, not our character. We're taking Last Stand. Done and done. We're also going to take Ever Ready later on, but Last Stand for now. We die a lot, and it's good to stay alive to dish out the pain. So we've gone through all the abilities. We're going to just pick out the rest of them that are going to work for us. We're going to take Inspirational Leader with Sela. Pretty important, actually. And then we're going to take Last Stand with her eventually as well, so she cannot die. We have Woljif. Woljif is getting abundant casting because spells. Does he really need that right now? Could I give him something else for now? Like, nah, we'll give him spells or spells. Spells are important. Everyone else is getting abundant casting, basically. In fact, everyone else is getting abundant casting full stop. They all are. That's just what they're getting.
You're a good person. I like you.
Alright. Now you can see that we have lots more spell casting per day. We have 4 out of 8 Dispel Magics, 3 out of 10 level 2 spells, 7 out of 11 level 1 spells. Same thing here, 12, 10, and 8. And then we also have just so many more spells we can equip, and we will. But we're effectively done this area. I'm going to grab a couple heroisms here, and maybe I'll grab one more displacement, and no more hastes. 3 hastes is enough haste. Actually, we should grab a Sea Invisibility just in case. We're going to grab some extra Scorching Rays to do a little bit of damage. 5 blurs is enough blurs, honestly. And then you can actually get some decent spells. Well, decent, quote-unquote. He doesn't have a huge amount of like level 1 spells that are good for him. Magic Missiles are always useful, though. They strike unerringly as long as they pierce. And then also Alchemy, he gets tons of spells. Like his level 1 spells, he has 8, and then 8. If you play a, what are they called? If you take like Arcane Spellcaster and then a Divine Spellcaster, there's like a Prestige class, something Thurge. I can't remember what they're called now. You can just get an immense amount of spells with that mythic ability. It's kind of insane. Anyways, we're gonna take a couple of Enlarged Persons, grab a True Strike, and we'll just grab a couple Cure Lights to top us all up, and that's gonna be that. Alright, we can lose some bodies. There's really not much to take. We are also heavily encumbered, but it doesn't matter because we're going back to the Defender's Heart right now. Let's leave. You know what? Just take it all. We're going to the Defender's Heart anyways.
Make way. Warrior Queen coming through with a round for the heroes. Whoa, the heart is packed.
And you considered mixing this little shindig, Beth?
When Anevia reaches the long table your party is gathered around, she heavily flops onto the bench and hands out the tankers of beer.
I did consider it, and I am still considering it. It hasn't even been a week since the last demon was booted out of Canabris, and we really should be in a period of mourning for all the city's fallen. But the people deserve to celebrate, and he deserves to be honored for saving the city and possibly all of Mendhov.
That was one hell of a fight.
One hell of a fight calls for one hell of a party.
According to the Watch reports, there has been no demon activity whatsoever outside Canabris. I get the feeling the fiends are as shocked by what happened as we are. What happened in the Garrison, what you did, it was a miracle. I truly believe that the gods remembered us and decided to intervene.
Earbeth rubs her forehead pensively.
Bad
Beth, come on, you agreed. No serious business today. All right, I'm done. No more. Who would have thought we'd be celebrating a successful attack on the Grey Garrison, our own fortress, and that we'd blow the roof off the place?
It's simply unforgivable.
Comes the cheerful voice of someone sitting at the far corner of the table.
While we're on the topic of the roof, there's already a rumor going around that you have been blessed by Iomade herself. And it was her power granted to you that destroyed the garrison's walls and roof. And it turns out the people want a little piece of that blessing for themselves. The townsfolk are gathering chunks of the garrison's rubble as souvenirs and talismans. And I'm sure they'll hit the black market soon enough. Oh, yeah. Here, breathe on this for me. For good luck.
Anevia pulls out a piece of gray stone from her pocket. We need all the luck we can get, I breathe on it.
Nice. I'll put it on display at home. Or maybe I'll make a hole in it and wear it as a pendant.
Nevi! What are you on about now?
Erebeth mutters.
What do you mean? Do you see many people at this table who've been personally blessed by Iomade herself?
Well, a couple perhaps.
Says the same mirthful voice that joined him before.
Iomade's blessings are not conveyed through stones, and as public officials, we really shouldn't.
Erebeth looks to the end of the table where the voice originated, and her eyes widen as her words trail off.
I feel a little chastened after what you said about public officials. But I myself have acquired a few pieces of stone, and also wish to ask our hero to breathe on them for good luck. So, what now? Are you going to toss me out of this fine establishment?
The woman dressed in unshowy finery raises her eyebrows.
Your Majesty.
Yes, it is I. I made the journey here to deduct the cost of repairing the garrison roof from your salary. We have not been introduced. Galfrey of Mendev.
The woman rises from her seat, approaches you, and holds out her hand. The rumors of your beauty were not exaggerated. I kiss her hand.
Thank you for the compliment. So, this is what he looks like. The one all Mendev is talking about. News of your deeds reached me even before my messengers could.
The queen offers a brief smile and withdraws her hand as soon as you release it.
Your Majesty, we were just... I'll have them arrange.
Erebeth, finally recovering from the shock, bolts to her feet.
Calm yourself, Commander. I deliberately came here without any fanfare because I did not wish to draw attention away from our honored hero here. My personal guard and the force I brought with me are standing watch outside the city. I ordered all your sentries to stand down. They also deserve a break. Every person who tirelessly fought to save Kenabris will enjoy themselves today. And my reinforcements will ensure peace and order.
Here's my very small nitpick with this situation. We retook Kenabris. We posted sentries. I'm presuming we posted scouts as well, you know, in case there's a demon counterattack. No one saw a Mendevian army approaching, and alternatively, even after the sentries were ordered to stand down by the queen, none of them came to tell the commander that the queen had entered the city. If the queen is the one that told them to stand down, they're gonna know who she is, and they're gonna go tell the people in charge. I don't understand this particular situation. Will you join our celebration, Your Majesty?
Please, don't Your Majesty me. We are in a tavern, not my court in Nerosian. Address me as you would any comrade in arms.
The queen laughs.
Concerning the celebration, as you can see, I already invited myself. I couldn't pass up the chance to meet the new hero all the Crusaders are talking about. And soon, not just Crusaders.
We all need to get some rest.
Because grand new deeds lie ahead, yes?
Sure, why not?
Your Majesty, my dear cousin.
Count, I admit I was surprised to learn that you valiantly joined the ranks of the city's defenders. Pleasantly surprised.
I live to please you, my queen. My first thought when Discari cruelly robbed us of noble Terendelev and half of Kenabris' crusaders in one fell swoop was of you, my queen, and of how these events would weigh heavily on you. No one could have foreseen the demon attack, and we have so successfully held the defense here for 4 heroic crusades.
I'm going to drown him in the nearest well this very night.
Erebeth mutters.
I value your dedication and your eloquence. I hope you will continue to aid our soldiers.
The queen gives him a genuine smile.
Not a chance. You know that I am not made for the front lines. Excellent bash, but alas, I really must go. Important matters to be getting on with. A new shipment of wine from Keonan and 3 beautiful creatures of the same provenance. But I will most assuredly come to say my farewells before your army departs on its campaign, which, wherever it may lead you, will undoubtedly be crowned with victory.
You're not actually going to be leaving, sorry, bud.
I shall hold you to that, Count. And now allow me to devote some time to the hero of the evening. I did not come here solely to give you this chance to celebrate, but all serious discussions and official announcements can wait until tomorrow. I have big plans for all of you, especially for you. But I want to keep you in suspense for a little while longer, so I shan't say another word. Let us mark this victory. My first toast is to you, the hero of Canabris. Now, what are we drinking?
The Queen smiles, archly. Alright.
The fires of Canabris have died down. Now the army's path leads to the walls of Dresden, a fallen citadel that the Crusaders have been trying in vain to reclaim for 70 years. The new piece on the board might give their efforts some added momentum.
15 hours have passed, and we're still drinking. Nope, now we've gone to a camp. Our war camp, if I'm not mistaken. Is that him? Next to Irabeth, the hero who saved Canabris? I look so underwhelming compared to Irabeth. And the Queen.
Rise, warriors. Today is a day of sorrow and pride. Sorrow because we weep for our brothers and sisters who perished in Canabris. Pride because despite demonic treachery, our heroes repelled the attack and saved the city. I, Queen Godfrey of Mendev, declare this day the first day of the 5th Crusade. And I am glad to introduce the one who will lead the attack on the forces of the Abyss. The hero of Canabris, Knight Commander of the 5th Crusade. Your leader from now unto victory or death. And now it's time to rest. Everyone is dismissed. There. The troop review is finished. I'll give you some time to look around the camp, and then I shall expect your presence at headquarters.
Alrighty, I'll work on that. But for now, I'm going to leave you guys here. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, they'll wait till after Irabeth. Commander, please allow me to join you while we inspect the encampment. Alright, we're done. We have officially gotten to this part of the game. We're now out of Act 1. I think technically we're in Act 2 or 1.5. I don't know how to classify the acts. We're in the act prior to Dresden, but after Canabris. There you go. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. I also like how you can see the path of our alignment. We need to do a couple more evil things. We got to bring ourselves back down. If we go chaotic good, it's not the worst thing in the world, but we don't want to go chaotic evil, but we're trying to stay in chaotic neutral. Anyways, I'll see you all next time. Take care.